What is up? It's Susie from HeyGrillHey.com, and it is cold and we're nearing the holidays. And to me, that means comfort food, baked goods. And usually that's not very synonymous with things cooked on a smoker. But today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're making smoked cinnamon rolls. They're maple bacon cinnamon rolls. They are absolutely phenomenal. So let's jump into it. All right, this recipe comes from my sister Sarah at Feeding Your Fam. If you don't follow her yet, you have to click over to her page and hit subscribe. She makes the best baked goods, the best holiday treats, and the best all around like family-friendly meals that you can cook and feed your crew, and everybody will approve. I love her. You've seen her in our videos before, but she told me I could borrow the base of her super quick, super easy cinnamon rolls and adapt it for the smoker and add my own little maple bacon twist. So that's what we did. We're gonna start by mixing our dry ingredients. You need 4.5 cups of flour. We're gonna add 4 of them to our stand mixer. We're also gonna add in our salt, our sugar, and our yeast. All of the exact measurements can be found at the recipe in the link in the video description. Total recipe calls for 4.5, and every time I've made it, I've needed 4.5, but it's always easier to add more flour than to try and take away or add additional liquid. So I reserve a 1/2 cup so that as we get to the end of mixing our dough, I have extra if I need to add in a little bit more flour to keep our dough from being too sticky. Yeasty, that's instant yeast, not the regular kind, because these are quick rolls. We're just gonna quickly mix our dry ingredients so everything's well incorporated. To our dry ingredients, we're going to add a stick or a 1/2 cup of softened salted butter. I know, I got it. Wow, so tricky. You told me, sorry. We just want to mix our butter until it starts to break apart and is in like tiny little pieces. It almost looks sandy in our dough. Then we're gonna mix together 3 eggs. Just break the yolks and give them a light scramble. You don't want them to be frothy. And then slowly add them to your dry ingredients as it's mixing. To our dough, we now need to add our 120-degree water. This is going to activate our yeast and add the needed moisture to our dough. You can see our dough is really sticking to the sides of the bowl here. We want a dough that mostly pulls away and has a nice soft bounce, which is why we have the extra flour. So we're gonna add that in a little bit of time until we get the consistency of dough that we're looking for. Our dough looks phenomenal. We're gonna turn it onto a lightly floured surface. I like to use a baking sheet here and cover it with a towel and let it rest in a sunny spot for 10 minutes. Okay, tray, towel, and I'm actually gonna take this inside because it is cold out here today and I want this to be warm while it rises. So while our dough is resting, we're gonna work on our cinnamon sugar filling. We're gonna use a 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar where we're making that maple topping and we're adding the bacon. Having a dark brown sugar in the filling really adds a lot of that like rich molassesy earthy flavor that goes beautifully with the maple. We're also gonna add a tablespoon of ground cinnamon and just mix that together. All right, set that aside and we're ready to go get our dough and roll out our cinnamon rolls. All right, dough is ready. We're gonna lightly flour our work surface and then get to work rolling out our dough. This is actually gonna be our baking sheet, so I'm just gonna lightly spray it with cooking oil and then set it aside. There's fine. Listen, if you have watched me for long, you know that I'm not the most prolific baker. So if I'm baking, I have to use one of Sarah's recipes because I know that she'll teach me how to do it easy. She did a great job. So we're gonna roll our rested dough out into a rectangle that's about 1/2 inch thick. Some people find baking very soothing, which I don't particularly understand. The baking part actually kind of stresses me out, but the eating baked goods part is very stress relieving for me, so I focus on that. All right, my dough is not perfect, but I think it's actually pretty good. And it's time for the next step. So we're gonna spread 1/3 cup of softened butter like frosting across a majority of our cinnamon rolls. We're gonna leave about 1.5 to 2 inches, like a little border on just one side, so we don't have butter oozing out when we get them rolled up. This was very soft, and it's cold out here, so now it's moderately soft. On top of our butter layer, we're going to sprinkle our brown sugar and cinnamon mixture. It smells so good. Right, it's time to roll our cinnamon rolls. You want to start at one end, kind of just work your way down this long side, and then from there, it's pretty easy to just roll as you go, giving our cinnamon rolls those signature swirl. Now we've got our grease cookie sheet. The easiest way to cut and separate our rolls and get them onto the baking sheet is with unflavored dental floss. Watch how easy this cuts our rolls. You can use a knife, but a lot of times it will flatten your cinnamon rolls and then you'll end up with little ovals. Using the dental floss trick is awesome because it keeps those perfect spirals that we worked so hard for. Also, to keep these evenly sized, you can use a ruler, but if you're eyeballing it, the easiest way is to go in half, and then half again, and then half again, and then half again. And that way you'll end up with the right number of cinnamon rolls, but they'll also be approximately close to the same size. Look at, they're little perfect guys. Aww. I would like to give myself points for rolling these thick evenly across because they look great. All right, we're gonna cover our cut cinnamon rolls, let them rise in a warm area for the next 30 to 45 minutes. The first couple times we made this, it took the whole 45, but if your kitchen's exceptionally warm, it might take only 30 minutes, and then they'll be ready to bake. Our rolls have risen for about 45 minutes. It did take the whole 45 minutes because it's a little bit cooler in my house today. They're ready to go on the grill. I've preheated a pellet smoker to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and we will be cooking these on the upper rack. If you don't have an upper rack, invert another baking sheet and set this directly on top. Just a little bit of a barrier between your heat source and your rolls. Okay. I'm also going to put a pan with a little bit of water on that lower shelf. It's optional, but with pellet cookers specifically, sometimes they can create a dry environment at these higher temperatures. This will help retain some moisture in the cooking chamber. I'm gonna take it out after 10 minutes so that we can finish browning the rolls. You can totally bake these in your oven if you don't have a grill that gets up to 400 degrees. Just skip the water bath and it takes about 15 minutes. Now cooking these on the smoker, I have found they typically take between 20 and 25 minutes. You're looking for an internal temperature of your cinnamon rolls. Yes, we're reading temperature of baked goods of about 190 degrees Fahrenheit. So while these are baking, we're gonna work on our frosting and our bacon sugar sprinkle. The cinnamon rolls smell amazing. They were pretty simple, very classic. What takes these cinnamon rolls over the top are the toppings. So first we need to make our maple icing. Start with 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. To that we're gonna add about 2 cups of powdered sugar. I like to add it a few teaspoonfuls at a time and then mix it in until it's all dissolved. And then we're also going to add in about 3 teaspoons of pure maple extract. That'll give us that really warm mapley flavor. Okay, frosting is done, easy peasy, set that aside. It's time to make our bacon sugar sprinkle. For our bacon sugar, you need about 6 slices of bacon. You wanna cook this down pretty well to where it's almost crunchy. We did use thick cut bacon here because I want the texture of those slightly chewy bacon pieces on top. Now you can chop those by hand if you want a more coarse bacon consistency. I'm using a food processor, it makes things easy and I can get nice uniform pieces of bacon. Also 1/3 cup of that dark brown sugar. Just give that a whir until you get the consistency you're happy with. I think this is the absolute perfect consistency. It'll be great to sprinkle on top of those warm cinnamon rolls. These smell so good, I might die. Okay, quick drizzle with our sauce while they're still warm, and then sprinkle on that bacon sugar, and they are ready to be consumed, preferably while still ooey gooey and sticky and hot. Listen, I am always proud when something turns out off the smoker like beautiful barbecue, but when it is something that is like baked, that's a legitimate challenge for me, and I get so excited. These look ridiculously over the moon delicious, and I get to eat one. Oh, it's still steamy. It might be one of the best cinnamon rolls ever. It's sweet, the dough is perfectly tender. You've got that kind of salty, sweet crunch of the bacon going on top. I absolutely love these. I have a feeling you guys are gonna love these ones too, especially so you can feed the people you love. Backyard barbecue hero status achieved with cinnamon rolls baked on the smoker with bacon on top. Of course. I hope you guys love this recipe as much as we do. As always, you can check it out on the Hey Grill Hey website or on the Hey Grill Hey app. See you guys next time. Oh, so good.